Following the war for Waitan, the next interaction between Andorians and humans came in 2153, when the Enterprise was sent into the Delphic Expanse on a crucial mission to destroy a highly advanced weapon prototype created by the Xindi Alliance, an enemy preparing to attack Earth. Following their warp signature, Shran and the Kumari joined the Enterprise as an ally, offering assistance and helping with critical repairs. Yet the Andorians also had an ulterior motive, as Shran was ordered to steal the Xindi prototype weapon and bring it back to Andoria for study. When Archer learned of what they did, he was furious and activated a remote detonation system which forced the Andorians to eject the weapon before it self-destructed. Despite following the orders of his government, as was his duty, Shran felt guilty over deceiving Captain Archer, who had proven a valuable friend and ally in the past, and so secretly sent the Enterprise all technical and tactical sensor readings they collected from the weapon, which then played a key role in helping the Enterprise save Earth from a Xindi attack the following year, where Shran again arrived on the Kumari, this time with the sole intention of helping humanity defend itself. Events finally came to a head later that year in 2154, when Vlos of the Vulcan High Command betrayed his own people by making a secret deal to join the powerful Romulan Star Empire. The first step in this plan was to eliminate the Andorians as enemies and potential allies of Earth, by falsely claiming that Andoria was arming their ships with weapons based on Xindi technology, thereby creating a justification for a large-scale invasion of the Andorian Empire. Learning of what was about to occur through a Vulcan ally, the Enterprise warned Shran and the Andorians, giving them time to rally a defense. Still greatly outnumbered, the Enterprise joined the Andorian fleet to fight at their side against the Vulcans. Engaging in the Battle of Andoria, Minister Kuvak and the Vulcan High Command urged Vlos to withdraw, as their plan for a surprise attack was ruined, but his pleas were ignored. Yet once Kuvak realized the Andorians were not utilizing their so-called Xindi weapons, he used a moment of distraction to disarm the guard, stun Vlos unconscious, take command and order the withdrawal, ending the battle as a victory for the Andorian Empire. When the extent of the corruption behind Vlos was exposed, the entire High Command government was dissolved, leading to a Vulcan Reformation, where new leaders took power who were grateful to Earth and remorseful for their actions against the Andorians. The growing friendship between humans and Andorians not only resulted in peace with the Vulcans, but also the Tellarites, who were long-standing enemies of the Empire in conflict for over a century, with their most recent hostilities brought on over trade disputes. At some point, Andorian forces even attempted to send a fleet into Tellarite space, only to be repelled by defense forces. Seeking to end this conflict, Commander Shran was ordered to escort an Andorian ambassador to negotiate peace with a Tellarite delegation. However, the Romulans learned of this meeting and wished to sabotage any such agreement, as they sought to destabilize the entire region, keeping independent powers as enemies to facilitate the expansion of the Star Empire. Therefore, they destroyed the Andorian ship Kumari and killed the ambassador while planting evidence that Tellarites were responsible. Oppositely to the Star Empire, United Earth sought to aid in establishing peace between their warring neighbors, and so sent Captain Archer and the Enterprise to escort the Tellarite delegation and help mediate an agreement. On their way, they found the wreckage of the Kumari and rescued Commander Shran and what survivors they could. With both Tellarites and Andorians on board, the situation only got worse until an investigation revealed the Romulans as their true enemies. With the crisis averted, peace talks were successful, creating a situation where Andoria, Vulcan, Tellar, and Earth were all on good terms, while an enemy in the Romulan Star Empire lurked nearby, thereby motivating them to enter into more formal discussions of alliance between them. In 2155, Andoria, Vulcan, Tellar, Denobula, Rigel, Corridan, and a number of other worlds met on Earth to discuss the formation of a coalition of planets, and while the conference was nearly disrupted by the xenophobic human terrorists of Terra Prime, their efforts were thwarted and the talks continued. Seeking to disrupt this potential alliance before they could form a new regional superpower, the Star Empire launched the Earth-Romulan War in 2156, expecting an easy victory against this minor power. Yet the war dragged on until 2160, as the Andorians, Vulcans, and Tellarites all came to Earth's defense, ultimately defeating their enemy in the Battle of Charon to win the war. Seeing the benefits of working together, these worlds finalized an agreement and formed the United Federation of Planets in 2161 to be governed by an elected Federation president and council comprised of representatives from member worlds. Although Federation headquarters were stationed on Earth due to their pivotal role in forming the Alliance, Andorians as founding members were heavily involved in its operations, serving as politicians, diplomats, and Starfleet officers. Although much of the Andorian military was absorbed into Starfleet, the Imperial Guard continued to exist for some time, with the hero Commander Shran eventually rising to the rank of general, so that in 2164, he named his friend Jonathan Archer as an honorary member of the Guard. Once known for their prowess as warriors, over the next 2 centuries, Andorians gained a reputation as great artists and artisans, with the Andorian Academy considered the best art school in the entire Federation. Rising from a small, independent moon to one of the most influential species of the Federation, the years of peace and prosperity nearly ended in disaster when the mighty Dominion of the Gamma Quadrant launched a large-scale invasion of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants in 2373. Getting so close to victory, they captured Beta Z and raided Earth, leaving Andoria, Vulcan, and other nearby worlds vulnerable to attack. Yet they ultimately prevailed when an alliance between the Federation, Klingons, and Romulans succeeded in defeating the Dominion to re-establish peace. A special thanks to all those who contribute to CivilizationEx, like Ambassador Alex Nunez, Sir Bob of the Buoy, Torque Frostbite, and Z Packwood. If you'd like to help the channel, be sure to give a like, leave a comment, and click on the links below, or else go to patreon.com/CivilizationEx, where you can gain early access to videos, vote on future content, and watch the Patreon-only series, Heroes of Lore and Legend.